nesting one hand on top of the other. And as you breathe in, find a sense of spaciousness all along the spine. As the breath enters through the chest and belly, maybe you can feel the breath as far down as the pelvis, the legs. Sense the breath creating space along the spine so that the crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. Nice vertical space here. Then as you exhale, maybe you begin to sink into this horizontal space, taking up more space onto your mat. Imagining that the space, the energy that you take up goes beyond the bounds of your own skin and maybe creates a comfortable bubble of energy surrounding your practice so that you have plenty of room to move around comfortably. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, creating vertical space. Getting tall, and exhale, relaxing into our space here today for practice. All right, tuning into the breath. Maybe say hello to the breath, good morning. Let the breath create a sense of spaciousness inside you. And as you exhale, tune into that awareness inside the breath, letting that settle inside the body. And more than just the lungs, maybe you feel it in the belly or the hands, the heart, the feet, the neck and shoulders. Relaxing into that soft, awake presence, and letting the breath be your guide. Eventually, begin to turn your awareness back to the room, so gently opening the eyes, lifting your gaze. Well, the light around you. You can bookmark this as a place to visit anytime throughout the day if you want to get centered and find your breath and tune in. And from here, we'll go ahead and get started on hands and knees in table pose. You're going to want your blanket here. We'll probably be using it the whole time. So go ahead and start with that just to give the knees some extra padding. And then instead of the traditional table where we have hands underneath shoulders and knees underneath hips, we're going to give ourselves a little extra space here, right? Creating lots of space on the mat for our practice. All right, so really be generous with yourself here. All right, so from this wider table pose, begin to circle the hips in any direction. I started counterclockwise, but clockwise is perfectly fine too. Begin with some smaller circles, breathing in as you come around. Maybe completing a cycle of breath with each circle. Eventually begin to make your circles a little bit bigger so that your hips come all the way out to one side. You can begin to feel the stretch in the hips and they reach all the way back, coming towards the heels, maybe not all the way. Let the rest of the body do whatever it needs to do to facilitate this movement. So maybe the shoulders kind of get in on the action, moving around like a wave. So just sense what the hips need here as we begin to open them up. Then let the rest of the body help with that process. All right, the next time you come through center, go ahead, come back to your small circles and reverse the direction. Starting with these small circles again, eventually use the breath to make the circles a little bit larger. So the breath gets longer, the circles get larger. One circle of the hips equals one cycle of breath. See how that feels. And again, let the rest of the body facilitate this movement. So let this be as fluid and easy, easeful, organic as possible. Don't worry too much about what the shape looks like. Awesome. All right, one more big circle. Okay, and then come on to hands and knees and give yourself a little more space between the knees. Place both hands in the center of your mat. Lift just the left arm up towards the sky as you open out to the side. Nice deep breath here, maybe feeling a little bit of opening in the opposite thigh, upper thigh or groin muscle. Breathe into that as it begins to soften, and then release that hand down and open out to the other side, reaching up with your right arm. Again, maybe a little bit of opening in the upper left thigh. No need to push it here, just use the breath to soften. And then release that hand back down. Bring the knees a little bit closer together so they're just about under the hips, and press yourself up to your knees. From here, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, open your arms out to 90-degree angles, cactus arms as I like to call them. Take a nice deep breath at the top here, filling up the chest and maybe the belly as the crown and chest reach up towards the sky. Press back through the wrists and elbows, finding space in the shoulders. And then as you exhale, bring the hands together around the spine and let your head drop. Breathing in here, breathing into the spine. As you exhale, come back up to open the arms, lift the chest, lift the crown of the head. Welcome a nice deep breath here at the top. And exhale to close the arms, round your spine, and drop your head. Deep breath here, breathing into the back. Exhale, coming back up, open out to cactus arms once more. Nice, pressing back through the wrists and elbows. And come forward one more time. Round the spine, drop the head. Let the head really release down here. And take a deep breath. All right, this time release both hands down to the mat. Come back to that generous table pose where you have plenty of space between hands and knees. And round the spine again, breathing into the back. This time bring the hips back towards the heels. Continue to round the spine here. And as you exhale, come back up through the rounded spine, and then drop your belly Drop the hips so they come down all the way, almost all the way down towards the mat, and pull your chest through, lifting the chest. Nice bright heart, tall crown. Engaging the abdominal muscles here to keep the lower back safe, and then press into the hands to come back up to a rounded spine. Press back to heels. Take a nice deep breath when you land. And then exhale, coming back through the rounded spine. Drop the belly, drop the hips as you lift your heart. Pulling through. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Press my last cycle here. Come back down towards the heels. Take a deep breath when you land. Self back up, coming through our last time here. Let the belly drop, pull the chest up. And come back to a neutral spine in table pose. All right, go ahead and grab your blocks. And then press up to hands just knees again. Bring the hands to the hips for a little stability, or maybe you bring them out to the side. Swing the right foot forward. Bring both hands to blocks. And then rock the knee forward and back a couple times, just as we did with our hip circles in the beginning. Start with some smaller movements, and then eventually you can invite some larger brush strokes here. Inhaling as you draw the hip back, exhaling as you come forward, or the other way around. See what speaks to you and your body. As you draw the hip back, let the toes come up off the floor. Again, facilitating length, using the rest of the body to get into those shapes a little easier, whatever way feels more natural to us. Okay, the next time you draw your hip back, draw your blocks in with you, bring them in a little bit closer, and then reach your right arm up towards the sky. Nice, opening out to the side, deep breath here into the side seam. Exhale, release back down, bend the front knee again. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, bring the hands over to the side like you've got the sun or the moon between your hands, and then release your left hand down to the block as you reach your right arm overhead. Nice deep breath into the side seam. Lift your left arm back up to meet the right as you come up, reach up through center, and then release. Well, let's come over to the right side first, bringing your sun or moon with you. Release your right hand down to the block and reach over it with the left arm. Nice deep breath into this side. Let the right hand float back up towards the left hand. Come back up through center, reach up. Inhale, exhale, open the arms out to cactus again. Nice deep breath at the top. As you exhale, bring the hands together, draw the right hip back, round your spine, drop your head. A little bit of balancing here, so take it as slow as you need to. Nice breath here into the back when you land. As you exhale, bend the knee, come back up, open up the arms again, opening up the chest, the heart. Nice deep breath at the top. Exhale, bring the hands back together, draw the right hip back. Toes pop up off the floor as your spine rounds, your head drops. Deep breath here. And exhale, bend the knee to come back up. Open up. And exhale, last time, rounding the spine. Draw the leg towards straight and fold. Okay, release your hands down to the blocks, slide them forward. Bend the right knee and then bring it back to meet the left knee. And step the left foot forward, coming into our low lunge again. Rock the knee forward and back, starting with some smaller movements. Your finest paintbrush. And then eventually invite some larger strokes, some deeper breaths as we open up the leg. Making space in the legs, the hips, the spine. All right, time for those larger brush strokes. Let the toes pop up off of the floor as the left hip pulls back. A couple more times. Letting the breath match the pace of the movement. Okay, and then the next time your hip comes back, pause there. Slide the blocks back towards you. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Breathe in. Nice deep breath, deep opening all along the side seam. And then release back down. Bend into the front knee. Inhale, reach both arms up. Bring your sun or your moon over to the left side. Drop your left hand down to the block as your right arm reaches over. Nice deep breath. Maybe feeling a little bit of opening in the front right hip here. And then let your left hand float up to meet the right. Reach up as you come through center. And then bring your sun or moon over to the right. Drop your right hand down and reach over with the left arm. Right arm floats back up, reach up, nice deep breath. Exhale to open your arms out to cactus arms again. All right, press back through the wrists, press back through the elbows. Let the crown of the head be tall, chest is bright. Inhale here at the top. And as you exhale, close your book. Bringing the hands together. As your spine rounds, drop your head, draw the left hip back. Deep breath as you land here. Exhale to bend the knee again, lift the chest and open your arms. Inhale at the top. Exhale, close the book, round your spine, draw the leg back, and drop your head. Deep breath. Exhale, bend the knee, come up, open up. Inhale. Exhale, close the book. Round the spine, drop your head. Hip pulls back. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands down to the blocks. Slide the blocks forward and bend the knee. Bring both knees back together. And then come forward with the right foot again. So coming into a low lunge on the right side here. All right, inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, up to the left side for warrior two arms. Look forward, lifting up through the crown of the head, reach out. Imagine that you're creating space simply by opening up, lifting up, breathing in, breathing out. And then tuck the back toes into the mat. As you're ready, steady, lift the back knee up. Pivot the back heel so that it comes down to the mat. And continue dropping down into your warrior two. Reaching out on all sides. Nice deep breath. Exhale. On your next inhale, reach both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Keep the knee bent for now, and then reach your left arm up towards the sky, open out to the side. Exhale, release the hand back down. Draw the right hip back so the leg comes towards straight as you round your spine. You may want to bring the blocks to their tallest setting here. Round the spine. Nice deep breath here. Let the head drop. And then bend the knee. Open out to the side once more. Inhale at the top. Exhale, release the hand back down. Draw the hip back as you round your spine and drop your head. All right, bend the knee. This time, instead of opening out to the side, inhale, reach up. Coming back out to warrior two. Last time, reach out. And then pivot onto the ball of the back foot and gently place the back knee back down onto your mat or your blanket. All right, from here, really settle in. Use the breath to help you bend a little bit deeper into that front knee. And then maybe you invite the back foot to lift up. Maybe you reach back for the back foot and you bend a little deeper. Wait for your next exhale. Release the back foot back down. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, release both hands down. Bring the right knee back. Step forward with the left foot. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, open out to the right side. Look forward. Tuck your back toes into the mat. Nice deep inhale. As you exhale, press the back foot up. Press the back knee up, excuse me. Pivot the back heel so that it meets the mat. Bend a little deeper. Nice deep breaths. On your next inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over the front leg, bringing both hands to blocks. Inhale, reach up with the right arm as you open up to the side. Exhale, release the hand back down to your block. Begin to draw the left hip back as you round your spine and drop your head. Deep breath. Exhale, bend the knee again, open out to the side. Inhale at the top. Exhale, release back down. Bring the hip back, round the spine, drop your head. And bend. From here, inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, open out to the side, last warrior two. Feeling strong here. Nice and spacious through the breath. Steady through the spine and hips. And then pivot onto the ball of the back foot and gently release the knee back down. Settle in, maybe bending a little bit deeper. Let the back foot come up off the ground, maybe just a few inches, and it hovers there. Maybe it comes up to meet the back hand. Allow the breath to help you settle into whatever shape you've chosen. Wait for your next exhale, release the back foot. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, release your hands down. Bring both knees back together under the hips. Remove your blocks. We're going to end in child's pose. If you prefer to lay on your back or restore and rest in another shape, please feel free to find that shape now. Gently bring the hips back towards the heels. Allow yourself to settle into this shape, bringing the head down to the mat and taking some deep breaths into the back. Take a moment to observe any shifts in the hips, in the back, the spine. Noticing how the breath helps to open up these spaces and how these spaces help to open up each other. Take one or two more deep breaths here. And as you're ready, gently pull yourself back up. Come on to your seat one last time. Any seat is fine. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. Round the spine, drop the head. Nice deep breath. Thank you. I hope you found this practice helpful. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you again soon. Take care.